Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, the go-to place for authoritative information and strategies on special needs, learning disabilities, and disorders, especially ADHD. This is our fourth video in a series we've created about coping strategies for you and your child with ADHD during the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. Today, we will be discussing ways to help deal with your child's virtual learning atmosphere, as well as providing a plan of action to monitor screen time. We know that our new normal consists of even more technology use than we would like, but we have researched ways to use them effectively and balance screen time and family time. My team and I have researched extensively to provide parents, teachers, and caregivers with helpful tools and strategies during this crisis. We will cover information by esteemed and authoritative resources like the Child Mind Institute, the World Health Organization, or WHO, the National Institute of Mental Health, or NIMH, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, CHAD.org, Understood.org, and WebMD. We will also be sharing resources, tools, and strategies that were recommended by leading experts in the field during our ADHD in Middle School Summit hosted in January 2020. For example, Dr. Ned Hollowell, world-renowned speaker and NYT best-selling author of over 20 books on ADHD. Dr. Peg Dawson, prolific best-selling author and leading authority in the field of ADHD. Eileen Taylor-Klaus and Diane Dempster, co-founders of one of the most successful blogs on ADHD, Impact ADHD. Melissa Orlov, founder of ADHDmarriage.com, award-winning author and leader on how ADHD affects relationships. Cindy Goldrich, founder of PTS Coaching, author, speaker, and coach. Mr. Daniel Kramarski, a teacher and school administrator who has ADHD and over 30 years of experience in education, as well as over 20 years parenting kids with ADHD. Leslie Josell, the principal of Order Out of Chaos, speaker coach, and the creator of award-winning Academic Planner, a tool for time management, and many other world-class experts in the field of ADHD. These resources have been used by thousands of families to help aid both parents and kids living with ADHD. But as both a medical and health disclaimer, I am not a doctor, and this video does not provide medical or health advice. It is intended for informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Never ignore professional medical advice or seeking treatment because of something you have heard on this YouTube channel or from SmartCourse as a whole. If you think you may have a medical emergency, immediately call your doctor or dial 911. ADHD patient symptoms vary significantly, so it's extremely important to speak with your physician or medical professional in order to come up with a tailored approach that works specifically for you and your child. That being said, and all things being clear, let's go over the basic rules to follow during the coronavirus pandemic before getting into our steps to help with technology. First and foremost, let us remind ourselves of the CDC's guidelines for virus prevention again. 1. Wash your hands regularly for at least 20 seconds. 2. Avoid close contact with others. 3. Clean and disinfect surfaces. Help stop the spread and flatten the curve. Do not leave your home for any reason other than essential needs. Now, let's talk about technology. Sometimes, as adults, we do not realize how important technology is to our child. Remember, children with ADHD have very little time awareness because they lack executive function skills. Therefore, telling them to just get off is not conducive to how their mind works. You may not realize that you're interrupting something that is important to them. So, ask them and try to understand why that particular video they're watching means so much. Just imagine someone telling you, just stop what you're doing now, when you're writing the last chapter in your book or sending out a research proposal to your boss. You would not want to be interrupted during something you're passionate about, so remember that your child feels the same way. A common time when parents come across this issue is around dinner time. So, when you know dinner is almost ready and your child is on their phone or computer, make a compromise, allowing your child to start creating their own time estimation and time management skills. If it is almost finished, allow them to finish it and then come to the dinner table. If it has an hour left, ask them if they would not mind to stop it for now and choose a shorter video to watch before dinner, and continue watching the other video after dinner is over. This will allow your child to learn boundaries and see what their independent stopping point looks like, so they can do this on their own in the future. Allowing your child to come to their own conclusions without directing their every move will teach them time management and help them gain some independence. Collaboration between you and your child will give both of you a chance to figure out how their brain works, which is crucial to their development. During the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, it is important to never overexpose your child to the media. Throughout this crisis and their childhood, screening their TV and computer monitor is very important. There are settings on both, as well as apps like Tech Finder, that you can become accustomed to in order to prevent your child from seeing things they should be kept away from. Creating clear boundaries on usage is a good way to instill time management. In terms of the current pandemic, according to the Mayo Clinic, limit social media that may expose you to false information and avoid constant news about COVID-19 because it may heighten fears about the disease. Also, it is better to watch this information together so you can answer any questions your child has. Remember, only listen to information given from reputable sources, such as the CDC, and talk about it after, ensuring your child understands what they just heard. For example, you can say, "We are staying home to keep us safe, as well as keeping other people safe." Children with ADHD can spend hours in front of a screen without realizing how much time has passed. Avoid saying, "You need to get off in 2 minutes." Instead, learn how long your child normally takes when playing a specific game or surfing social media. Talk to your child about what their goals are and set a stopping point based around them. This will allow both of you to learn the natural stopping points of normal activities. It also helps to promote fun activities after they disconnect. Instead of always having them stop for dinner or to clean their room, ask them to log off after they're done playing a game online in order to go outside and jump on the trampoline. This will teach kids to look forward to getting off versus dreading the next activity. Another trick to help your child avoid risky behavior online is to have computers in common areas of the house. Show them that you will be doing routine checks of their history, making them think twice on looking where they are not supposed to. Making them share their passwords with you normally backfires. So instead, stay on top of their history and communicate the rules of what you expect from them so they clearly understand. Technology have consequences revolving around bedtime. So make it a rule that all technology will be shut off 1 hour before they go to sleep. Cell phones and computers should not be allowed in the bedroom, so your child is not tempted. And remember, you are your child's role model, so you should follow these steps too. Another way to help your child is to have a screen time contract. This can help you set boundaries and ensure their goals get accomplished, like homework and chores. This team building exercise can also help you and your child become partners instead of enemies. You can set time aside for priorities, include ideas on stopping points and transitions, and make it known what is acceptable and what is not acceptable for your child to be viewing. Creating this contract, agreeing to the terms, and signing it mimics a game-like strategy that your child will find exciting. Be sure to keep it somewhere safe and visible so you both can adhere to its rules. We have linked in the description below Understood.org's cell phone contract for younger kids. Click on the link to download it after the video. In terms of the virtual learning your child has been forced to learn, be sure to communicate with their school. Children with ADHD need additional support during this crisis. including extra structure, support, and routine. This will help manage their attention and behavior so they are able to learn and continue their education throughout these trying times. In order to maintain a similar atmosphere at home and at school, you need to communicate with your child's specific support system in their class. You should ask your child's teacher who is the go-to person for continuing success with your child's accommodations while we are living this new normal. For some, it will be your child's homeroom teacher, and for others, it will be the school counselor or psychologist. Communication is key, and you should feel comfortable asking, how often should I help my child with their homework? Is anyone in charge of ensuring the completion of assignments? And what strategies have worked in the past with my child? This will promote continuity between school and home, ensuring your child will not miss a beat. So, if you really want to support your child with ADHD, if you just had a rough few weeks dealing with this new normal, or if you just feel like you could use some help with all of this, this is a must-watch video series for you. Not only will you be exposed to tons of new ideas and strategies, but you'll also have the opportunity to download resources from world-class thought leaders and cutting-edge organizations in the field of ADHD who are setting the standard for ADHD research and treatment around the globe. We have also linked in the description our past videos on ADHD treatment. To get you started, we recommend downloading Understood.org's cell phone contract for younger kids. I've linked to it in the description below. To make sure you're as prepared as you can be, I want you to hit the notification bell below and join our newsletter because we'll be sharing much more resources on how to help your family cope better with ADHD, both at school and at home. If you like this video, please don't forget to like it and let us know what you liked or what you'd like to see more of in the comments below. The more people like, subscribe, click the bell, and comment, the more people will see this kind of content on YouTube, and we know some people could really use the help. If you haven't watched our previous videos in this series that have covered strategies to help with organization and homework at home during the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, click the annotation on the top right of your screen to watch those videos. We'll be sharing information about upcoming videos on parenting better, discipline, and coping as an individual and as a family. Events on this YouTube channel and exclusive deals on our newsletter. So again, hit the notification bell and then subscribe button under this video and sign up for our newsletter using the link in the description to get early access to and exclusive deals on our resources. For even more specific information, step-by-step guides, and access to professionals who can help you through this process, please sign up for our online course or summit using the links in the description. We share tons of expert-vetted resources on parenting and education for differently abled kids, just like kids with ADHD. So make sure to check out our previous videos and subscribe to our channel to receive notifications for videos to come. As always, I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.